Yeah, this game, Pathfinder, got a little bit of criticism that is heavily focused towards playing with a more martial type of party. But
Applause, please.
oh,
I won't be
applause,
halted.
please. Right. Oh, the armory. That teach you an armory. I'm sure Jimandi wouldn't mind if we borrowed some weapons. Yeah, like I said, it can be tailored somewhat more towards the martial inspired party. But there are some characters who, if you develop them correctly, some magic users who can become really, really powerful. Key. What else is there to find? We have looked at breastplate. I think I can equip that. Yes, here. Ah. Bandit mail, heavy armor. Does it do anything for my speed or reflexes? No. Actually, yes. Bandit mail. Okay. And let's pick that.
What have we here? This chest is full of gold. I guess it's for the guards' salaries, all things considered. Well, those freeloaders don't seem to have been working too hard for it. Maybe we should pocket it instead.
What? No, we're heroes, not thieves.
Who said we were stealing it? We'll just take the gold for safety so the assassins don't get it. And then we can heroically return it to Jamandi when this is all over.
Gold. Interesting. How much?
A lot. Take a look.
Are you out of your minds? We're in the middle of a battle. Blood flowing in rivers as an army of assassins chases us. And you want us to rob our host? A noble feat, to be sure.
Yeah. Don't you think we have a lot of trouble already? Get to teach those Slovene guys not to slag off their job. Yeah, damn right. Is there anything here? No. Well, we're playing neutral evil, so...
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jathal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
Oh yeah, a couple of buddies.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
To show eyes, Jathal suspiciously.
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
Okay.
What do you mean, undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get to it.
Okay. Go through the trap-filled hill hallway.
I see
Well, there.
something.
Yeah, we can either use
State
JFL
your
to walk
desire.
just through the traps, doesn't seem to harm her, or we
Anything
can
is
have
possible.
Lindsay disarm the traps. She has trickery. Let's do that. Let's do that option. Pick that
Applause,
option.
please.
Okay. First, explore this room. Ah, there's a bookcase. Some money in curved beads, which we can sell.
Look here.
Yep.
And Lindsay
she
was
will-
called forth.
We'll disarm it.
Anything else?
And this really reminds me of
Would you look at
We
that?
do it my way.
the first part of Neverwinter Nights. And you will also have to deal
Applause,
with
please.
army of mysterious assassins, goblins, I think. While you're staying in a mansion where there's a horde of adventurers to do a mission. Blast, call of faith. Well, hurry it up before stop. Someone's coming. Okay, let's attack these idiots. You're gonna attack him.
Let's hear you
You're gonna
cry.
attack him.
Unworthy.
You're gonna attack
Serves
him.
you
and you're
right.
gonna attack
Time
him.
to get my hands dirty again.
Miss. Okay, that was easy. What did they say about the cache? Curious. Find and open a cache in Staglord Aldori's Mansion. Yeah, it's one of the... It's a puzzle. Let's save. Let's save. Yes, there aren't many puzzles in this game, but there are a couple.
All this waiting
Let's get
bores me.
Excuse me.
I wrote it like I saw it.
And that's you, Lindsay, here. Okay, you see these statues? We have to use them or pick them in a particular order. And if I know for sure,
Just letting
we
the
have
ink
to
dry.
start with this one first in the top right hand corner. Northeast, as you will. And you see they have their swords turned up. And he's
Battle
doing
awaits.
yoga standing up, I can see. He has to pick this one. And Lindsay then
What troubles
picks
you?
this one. Top left corner. And we opened our first catch. But there's another one here. We want to open that as well. And for that, Lindsay's again
Adventures calls
picking
them.
this one, the top left statue. And Bart
No one stands in
Me.
my way.
is picking the one on the right, this one. Ta-da! So, let's pick up first. Let's see what's here. Some stuff. Oh, I oversaw that one. Almost neglected that one. And let's see.
I lead.
Even
You
more.
follow.
A potion of remove blindness. And save.
I won't be halted.
Now, let's see what's here. Oh, more.
Smash them and move on!
Oh, that was easy.
Out of my way!
Pick up the bowman. And that's all she wrote.
Everything is so much fun with a little fire. What a night, huh? I thought I was all alone. It's good you're here. A bit boring, chasing fool assassins without anyone watching the show.
Okay, I see.
It's not fun at all. Many people have died for nothing.
Continue. I don't think we've met.
I am Kayesi, one of the many here who seek a better fate, answering the call of Lady Jamandi. But unlike the others, I never dropped my guard, day or night. It's why I'm still alive.
There are assassins on the prowl, we have to go.
I don't know where you're headed, but I'll be at the entrance to the main hall. I think I saw some guards there. Join me there, if you wish.
Well, let's pick up the stuff first. Is it?
Lotus, I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer. Soon we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion.
Hang on, we can pick diplomacy, Tartuccio, or intimidate. Also Tartuccio. Quit the axe, stand and fight, or I'll really send you to your final rest.
I can't hear you. I'm being taken away into the darkness.
Oh, rolled a 14. Diplomacy? You're being a bit premature. Look at yourself. You've barely got a stretch.
That's impossible. Oh, it seems you might be right. It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god. Not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Aaron is at your service.
Okay, well, we got ourselves a dwarf, I think. A dwarven cleric, if I'm correctly. Yes! Servant of a dark god. Here. Cleric. Visitor. Death Domain. He's a bard. And Tartuccio is a sorcerer. It's here. Yo.
My search was not in vain.
Ah, another hidden cache. Is it cache? More stuff. I have a greater security locked. That's not good. Okay, let's ramble on. It's a beautiful designed and very colorful world. Got the water there.
We do it my way.
It's not an AAA title, but still it's...
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere. Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi.
Where's the hall?
You'll have to run through the fire. We've almost put it out at the entrance, so your main concern should be to not inhale any smoke. Hold your breath and take the first right, then head straight down the hallway.
Who are you?
Keston, House Garess, a fighter in the service of Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. Right now, I'm in charge of the mansion guards. As you can see, there's a lot to do.
If I were a rich and influential lady like Jamandi, I'd also get myself a manly captain of the guard. Or two.
Oh, very flirty. What's going on here?
Someone opened the gate, let in a group of assassins in the middle of the night. Now they've set the mansion on fire to cut off access to the hall. They don't want Lady Jamandi to get reinforcements. We cleared the passage so you can get through. Just try to avoid inhaling the smoke. We'll be right behind you. We just need to put out the fire first to save the mansion.
Considering Lady Jamandi's fame, I'm not surprised that a whole pack of assassins were unleashed on her, including a giant. But what's at stake? What could anyone hope to gain?
Sorry, the tiefling squints, obviously curious and thinking quickly. Well, I'll go immediately.
Fire doesn't frighten me, thanks to hell's blood running in my veins. I'll go ahead and wait for you on the other side. Catch up!
Tiefling girl starts off and dashes through fire.
May Abadar keep you safe.
Okay. Go through the fire. And so our adventure started, earlier and much more tragic than we expected. The whole team who'd gathered in the hall yesterday had been reduced to but a handful of brave souls led by Bart. Not at all by that scoundrel Tertuccio, no matter what he might have imagined of himself. Jamandi Aldori was waiting for us, but to get to her we'd have to march through fire, literally. If we approached the burning building we quenched ourselves with buckets of water. Prudence is the key to victory. Before moving through the fire with thoroughly wet our clothes and hair. After that we covered our noses and mouths before we rushed inside. A good thing we hadn't wasted any time. After entering the building and taking just a few steps forward, the wall behind us slanted and crashed down with a terrible crackling sound, blocking the way back. While we may not have planned on going back, if we'd come in a little later, the flaming logs and red-hot bricks would have fallen right on our heads. Regardless, we were left with only one way to go. The hot air burned our lungs and our eyes watered from the smoke, but Bart led us stubbornly through the flames, while Tartuccio did nothing useful at all. We'd made it to the hallway leading to the banquet hall, when we heard someone calling for us. It was Valerie, one of the guards I chatted with a bit in the banquet hall. Even then, in that calm setting, I'd been stunned by her beauty. But now, amid the smoke and flame, she looked like a celestial avenger. An armored deity, menacing but beautiful and merciful, descending from the higher spheres to help us poor mortals. She held the burnt, barely living guard in her arms. "There are two more," she shouted as she passed by us. "They are wounded, help me pull them out." Tartuccio grumbled something about how Jamandi was waiting for us. Meanwhile, Bart shouted to Valerie that she should leave them and join us to help Jamandi Aldori. Valerie hesitated. For this valiant warrior, two things came above all else: loyalty to her pledge and duty to her comrades in arms. Now she had to choose one over the other. Bart showed exceptional eloquence, no easy thing with the flames roaring all around. With a heavy sigh, Valerie stopped arguing and followed us to the dome of the banquet hall where the battle was already in full swing. Gained 9 experience, yay! Where's Kiesi? She was supposed to wait for us here. At least she didn't. Oh, we have Valerie in our party. Thank you, Valerie, I owe you my life. Visited Alex trading post where capital to remove the death's door condition. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Oh, there's Casey. And a lot of enemies. And the Frostman giant. Reinforcements are already on the way, say your prayers, scum. Okay. Oh. Let's see.
Grotus awaits us.
Bless.
What troubles you?
Inspire courage. Infected ally receive a +1 morale bonus on saving throws against charm and fear effects and a +1 competence bonus on attack and weapon damage rolls. Okay. It's a bit like this.
Request.
Okay. Let's attack.
Serves you right.
State your desire.
You're gonna take.
Can you make an epic pose? You need inspiration.
We're cutting a swath through this madness of assassins. Yeah, with a martial-based party, sometimes the fights are quite easy. You get it? Yeah. Okay. Let's pick up the stuff first, because if we talk to Jumanji we can't anymore. Collect. In here. Miri. Well, she was there all, not even departed, and we already won our first battle. Seems like a good omen, right? Yeah. Jumanji Aldori.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger, and that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by his signet ring.
We have no connections to Pitax, but Tortush's name, accent and clothes seem like he came straight from there. Which of us looks more like they might be Iroveti's spy?
Probably, yes. But this evidence is circumstantial at best. There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against another. I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
They both came to your aid, Lady Jumanji. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions. For all I know, they're all conspiring spies.
Well, thank you.
How could you say that? We fought together. We literally went through fire together. And then you vanished into thin air. After you promised you'd wait.
My words might be rash.
I bet my life despise anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand.
Thank you, Miri.
He's got the eyes of a spy. And the mug of a spy!
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. He forced us to break into the armory and rob it. And not just that. Upon finding the guard's salaries in the armory, he immediately pocketed it all.
Yeah, lawful neutral. This seems more like chaotic neutral. So what if we did? The guards weren't able to handle their responsibilities, so we decided we should teach them a lesson.
I see you don't scare easily. You'll do well
Yes.
in the Stolen Lands. But I'm going to have to ask you to return the money.
Of course, theft is not to be condoned. But when the fire burns around you and you are but one step away from death, would it not be insane to worry about laws and rules? I see this not as a crime, but as a unique wisdom visiting us as we stood at the face of oblivion.
There is a difference between initiative taken in battle and blatant arrogation. How can someone who disregards authorities be a leader himself?
What about that trick he pulled right before we came in here?
What trick?
Some scoundrels set your mansion on fire, and as we were approaching the room, we saw your brave guards, your underlings, dying in the fire, begging to be saved. And what did our leader do? He passed right on by, mercilessly leaving them to their fates. Simply heartless.
Heartless, so what? I'm not gonna worry about guards' lives when their ruler's life is at stake.
It's a cruel reality, but on the battlefield, sometimes such decisions have to be made.
It was perfectly reasonable, just the way a leader should think.
How could you say such a monstrous thing? Is that the way the hero of my book would talk? You sound more like a villain.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the 2 teams would you prefer to accompany?
If Tartuccio allows, I would join his team. Forgive me, but I don't appreciate your willfulness.
And I like our leader. What wisdom lies in minding orders, laws, and rules in the face of oblivion, knowing not whether you'll be alive tomorrow? I will go with his team.
Okay.
I like how our leader does things. Efficient, and without unnecessary spiritual agonizing. I'll go with him.
Efficient? I'd say heartless. Would the protagonist of my book do such a thing? No. I guess I'd better go with Tartuccio.
As for me, I know neither of these 2. At least, not well enough. And I have no wish to become an unwitting pawn to an unworthy leader. If Lady Jamandi allows, I'll remain in Restov and help mend the wounds this attack has inflicted. But who knows? The road may bring me to the stolen lands, but not yet.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this man. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the tree.
All right, we have 2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the stolen lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navakta's crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Levitin's trading post. He's been complaining about the Staglord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies. I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convincing traitors and spies can be. If you're truly innocent, I hope you can forgive me this precaution.
All right.
While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restov is working for Patox. But you should know that it isn't just Patox we need to worry about. The royal house of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless. And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Restov. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
What's up? All right. So, our adventure begins. Well, I've got an interesting party.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, stolen lands. Heroes are on the way.
Yeah. Okay. The funny thing is, Lindsay quit our party, but she still is writing our journal. There's someone on the road. Get ready.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
These. So, oh yeah, let's put on inspect. That way, you can see what kind of abilities you're dealing with.
Unworthy.
You will be attacking
Tear them apart!
him. Bless. Oh, there's no need. Skin. Yay! Something to sell. Collectible. Save. Oh, I'm just short of becoming level 2. Shy of becoming level 2.
Onwards!
So I have Herm with me, Jathal, and Amiri. Because I mostly, the other times I played this game, I mostly played as a good character. So I started out with Lindsay and Valerie. And Amiri. Amiri always chooses you because he really detests Tartuccio. So it's interesting interesting party to start with. Continue. Oh yeah, for 90 days to find and
More strength.
kill the Staglord. Okay. Do we want to enter this location? No, let's rest first. Manage. Okay, hunting, camp camouflage. Cooking. Yeah, that's... I do this. Oh. Well. Better chance of a hearty meal. Okay. And... begin resting.
Sometimes I think that my entire existence is one long joke of fate. But it's all right. Even if that is true, I'll still be the one who laughs last.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't particularly like about this game. Resting can become pretty tedious. You will have these in-game conversations, but you just want to go on with the game. And they don't serve a purpose. There's no quest or story connected to it. They will give you some tidbits about the characters, but after the 100th time you need resting, well, it's not that interesting anymore. But that's one of the few things I don't like about this game. Mostly it's a very good game. So let's enter Oleg's trading post.
We do it my way.
Save yourself, fools. I just saw Lord of the Rings again, the Fellowship. In the name of the Staglord, the lawful authority in the Stolen Lands, we demand this week's tax and some beer. And where's that pretty wife of yours, Oleg? She should serve us dinner. Quiet down, dimwit. Oleg, we're just here for the Staglord's tax. Hand over the money, and we'll be on our way. You want to drink some of my blood too? I'm sick of you. You're like Locust. You think you control everything around here just because you put that painted rag of yours? You come here, squeeze us dry, and come... Oh, like a large man with a rough face. Stops talking when he notices you. Ah, you must be guest from Restov. Price evil. I'll spare you the trouble and just collect this tax from Oleg myself. You tried to stop me, I guess. Might even be amusing. The Sword Lords sent me to wipe out the filth around here anyway. How amusing. I'm starting to enjoy your company. You just performed a neutral evil character. Evil is my name. Oleg clenches his fist tightly. Seems guests from Restov are even worse than the bandits around here. To the pit with you then. Take the money, just leave us be. The woman looks you up and down. Stranger, you are sure lucky we don't have much more of our crew with us today. Go ahead and keep this fool's money, but you can be sure I tell the Staglord all about what happened here. Ah, gained the level. Okay. Save and level up first. Barbarian. Next. Athletics, mobility, lore, nature, and perception. Next. Evil stance. Okay. And you should become a better cleric. Lower religion and perception. And Jethal as well. Knowledge Arcana. Lore, perception, persuasion. So I do have a character who can use persuasion. Next, cure light wounds. And Amiri is also going to be a barbarian. Is a bit wider than me. Athletics, mobility, lore, nature, and perception. And we'll pick guarded stance for her. Complete. Oleg looks at you as though he'd hoped you and the bandits would cut each other to pieces. Then he grunts. So, the rats bailed, huh? Better than nothing, but it won't keep them away for long. They'll be back with help and they'll raze this post to the ground. Now, what are we to do? He noticed a fair-haired woman approach. Duff, why are you here? I told you to stay hidden. It's all over, I saw it. I just needed to be sure you were all right. The woman looks at her husband tenderly, with a hint of sorrow. Oleg mumbles something as he looks away embarrassed. My name is Svetlana. I'm sorry your arrival to our trading post turned out so unwelcoming. Let's get to the point. You say the bandits are going to attack again. Who are they and when will they arrive? Oleg waves his hand sunnily. Who are they? They are the Staglord gang, that's who. These lands teem with bandits like bedbugs in a beggar's hut, and you've just stirred them up. They have a camp not far from here. Expect them they'll return in full force in half a day, maybe less. The Staglord won't take an insult like this lightly, and his henchmen are more like demons than men. Tell me as much as you know, how many bandits are there? What do they want? What do they want? Those bloodsuckers think they own this land. They come, take what they want and steal the better part of our money every month as a toll for their leader. He even broke our gate so we couldn't try to hide anything from them. No one knows exactly how many there are. Sometimes only 5 or 6 come. Sometimes it's a whole gang. I'd shown them for long ago if not for Svetlana. They claimed they were collecting taxes? Why? For the Staglord and his cronies, of course. That Staglord fancies himself a king in these parts. He may have antlers for a crown, but all the troublemakers around here are happy to follow his orders, as long as they're paid. So they charge an arm and a leg as taxes. And they call their executions punishment for treason. Even those who never swore allegiance to the Staglord. They're killed fast if they're lucky. If not, Oleg looks to Svetlana. Duff, why don't you go start supper while we finish our talk? I've no need to be protected from dark talk. I'm not some blind kitten, you know. I've seen what the people do. What they do to people. Svetlana lowers her head. Most of the gang is made up of simple bandits, but there are a few monsters among the leadership. Especially those close to the Staglord. Ox and Duffin from Nisra come to mind. They like to make a show of their tortures and executions. My husband and I, we saw the bodies. I'll help you. I'm not really interested in your post, but I never back down from a good fight. Well, thanks, I guess. I might even be able to scrape some sort of reward together for you if you manage to defend the post. We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue, Dove. And we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. There may be some tools that we can use for the battle. There are some pretty solid traps around. Some tar and a box of alchemist fire, looks like. Alchemist fire? We could put it by the gate, light it off with a burning arrow when those bandits are nearby. But that could set the post on fire, Oleg shouts, surprised. Well, maybe if we covered the walls with something to protect them. Alright, yes, I think it could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. I used to be pretty good with crossbow back in my day. Can you answer a few more questions for me? Enough about the bands for now. I saw someone run out of the trading post. Do you know who it was? That must have been Bakken. He sells potions. He lives out in the forest like a hermit, but he comes here every day. He knows every tree and bush in the area and how they can help you. The Staglord gang wants him to work for them. He lacks the courage to fight those bandits, but he won't just walk away from us. He has a good heart, even he grumbles a lot, especially recently. Tell me about yourselves. Surely there are more important things to discuss. Well, alright. We're just honest people who came here from Restov. We fixed up the old fort to house travelers and give merchants a place to trade with the locals. We also deal with the occasional huntsman in the area. What does any of this matter? When those bandits come back, they'll either drain us dry or kill us. Let's get back to the possible attack. Not for the bandits now. We'll talk later. Alright, let's save. Let's talk to Bakken first. Quick saved. Okay. A frail, disheveled old man wearing a stained and tattered robe gives you a gloomy look. I'm Bakken, local herbalist. What brings you here? Tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? I'm a herbalist. Make potions and sell them. Gather herbs, roots, berries. Besides, I live in the forest, live off the land. Since leaving Restov for these parts, I ended up a merchant here at Oleg and Svetlana's post. They let me in out of kindness, help me with the things. They bring me water, firewood when it's cold, and the occasional barrel of honey. They're good people. We could use your help fighting the bandits. Where is this coming from? You want an old man like me to fight? Here, take these potions. Consider that my help in your fight. A coward's excuse, how predictable. Well, the bandits here bother you as much as Svetlana and Oleg, maybe more. Help us get rid of them for good. Yes! Succeeded at the diplomacy check. What did I roll? 18. Oh no, I rolled an 11 and I had +7, so that was more than enough. Well, alright, I'll show those troublemakers. They'll learn better than to chase an old man around. Someone might even write up some verses about me. Maybe even heroic ones. We'll talk later. Okay, let's save the game and finish up for now. Next part we're gonna fight the bandits. If you like this type of content, hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.